Okay, so welcome to another idea I had for filler content. This is basically going to be me reviewing the videos I've already done. So I'm going to go back and watch, since this is the first episode, I'm going to go back and watch everything from October up until the end of January. And then in maybe halfway through March, maybe around this date, 19th, 17th, something like that, I'm going to go back and watch February's videos and do the same. I'm going to try and keep it consistent. Partly entertainment, partly me improving upon my past works by actually analyzing them, because usually I just move on and never look back. There's a cat stroking my leg. Please go to bed. Oh, you're just gonna scratch this chair instead and make a lot of noise. Okay, that's cool. But anyway, let's jump straight into it. And this is the wrong folder, I notice. We're gonna go to Excelia 2, finished videos, and I've already sorted these by date, so we're just gonna go upwards. I'm only going to do the boss videos, the combo vids and such I'm not going to go into because I don't think they hold any real significance on the run itself. So we are just going to start with Julius Luger, the very first video I ever made. Or, well, the very first Excelia 2 video I ever made. That was loud, sorry about that. So Jude dies quickly enough, and then here I make the what I like to think of as a mistake of going power charge free against Julius. You can initiate with Asher Edge if you want to. But I suppose it gives you more options if you do power charge free. There's not a whole lot you can do with just the swords, so I try to make something partly interesting. I think I did a much better job on this video in the reworked version, which we're gonna get to eventually. I also have some pretty funky audio issues back here. Cuts out once in the right channel, which is kind of funky. They're worse in the Jude video. I don't know what was up with that. So let's move onward to Julius Jude. This one I think is a lot worse than the Luger one because I mess up a bit in it. So I do the power charge free here as well. Choose to jump over Julius rather than sidestep around him to preserve some AC, which is a smart enough play, I suppose. There, he takes out of that, which was unfortunate, so I'm going to have to do the charge again. I think in my reworked version I just went in with Whirlwind Snap, which is my preferred method nowadays because it's faster paced, and if I'm going to do Whirlwind Snap I might anyway. I might as well cut out the power charge, and that's the part right there. Frostbreaker kind of missing, but still hitting somehow. I kind of panicked there. I could have strung some more arts together, but I just turned around and went for a blunt thing out of sheer pure panic and inexperience. Looking back on this, I mean, it's kind of embarrassing because I am really not fond of this particular video. I think it is a pretty ghastly show of skill on my part. But he goes down. I suppose I was happy enough with it at the time, but obviously in the reworked version I did a better job, I think. Strangely enough, not showing the level up there. I don't know what was up with that. Probably because I've been trying for so long and was so happy that he finally died. So let's actually jump right into the rework. Well, we've got the momentum going. So this one I like a lot more, especially the Luger combo, but I do get very lucky at one point, and I'm going to show you which part I mean. It's coming up right there, the stun and on the kick there. The whole combo, or that particular kick into falling... Falling Thunder. I was about to say Falling Star, that would have been wrong. It really depends on that stun happening, and that was the first attempt, as you can see there. What you call it? This here screen, it's Julius right there. So that was the first attempt, and everything just ended up working out perfectly for me. But we've already seen this, so let's jump back to Jude. This one I'm liking a bit more. I was really into Rampaging Dragon at this point, and it's unfortunate the Phoenix Plunge made him bounce there, but I think the recovery with Snap Pivot works well enough that the video doesn't really suffer for it. I decided to cut out Rampaging Dragon there not to get the same Phoenix Plunge shenanigans, which ended up working out, and finish off with a Blunt Fang, as per usual. Pretty solid. probably would have cut out Rampaging Dragon altogether had I redone the video recently. But, you know, it is what it is. And I can't remember, I think it's this one that's safe to play, because this one got me a copyright notice, so I'm gonna do this one. Rowan Luger I'm also looking to redo at one point, because I don't think it's particularly interesting to watch. Same thing kind of goes with Julius. You only have the swords and the hammer, so there's kind of a limit to what you can do in terms of creativity. There's obviously some room for interesting stuff. I kind of went maximum efficiency on this one. I also equipped the cattails there because and I had trouble killing him. So that's that, and I think after this, it's actually a new save file. You'll notice that, because I haven't had a risk ring just yet. And we're not going to watch the failed version, because, you know, we wouldn't gain anything from that, I don't think. So let's just go straight into Jude's Rowan solo. This one, this is an infamous video right here. Fucking Rowan. I was stuck on this boss for the longest time, and now that I look back at it, I don't really get why, because I don't really struggle against Rowan anymore. But back then, man, I couldn't wait to get this boss over and done with. I think I do a reasonable enough job with Jude here. I stick to the ground mainly, because I notice Rowan sometimes likes to deny OCG effects by getting buttloads of iron stance or something like that. It just makes it impossible to pick him up. I also didn't want to knock him around too much in the air to risk getting knife revenged. I think the combo of the Cerberus Blast into Whirlwind Snap is... you know, it works. I would have liked to string together perhaps Demon Fang before that, and he gets frozen here, or petrified rather. Which is kind of strange. I hadn't planned on that, so I just kept going. I probably could have killed him off with a Blunt Fang as soon as he got petrified, but I just didn't want to risk anything because I've been doing this video for so goddamn long. I just wanted it to end. And moving into... I think this is the first successful take that I didn't quite like, so we'll watch that one and I can give my opinion on it. Because there's some stuff to talk about here. I think the beginning is fine enough. The whole build-up with power charge into Darting Claw, I think it is. It's Darting Claw, Shining Spiral, yeah, it's the same setup I used in the video that's available now. This one's still up for viewing, but it's unlisted, so you'll have to hunt around in the description for... in the description of the actual Leia solo to find this one. Burn does the majority of the work here. It really is a fantastic ailment against Rowan, because as you can see, it's almost 700 damage per tick, which is fantastic. And it's that part right there, the Staff Rain. I'm not really too good at using Staff Rain in the air, because I always misjudge how... I always misjudge its... what do you say? Its reach, or its properties. I always forget that she strikes down, and that there is also kind of awkward Cerberus strike into an Equator just out of nowhere. And then he dies of burn. So I wasn't really happy with that take, because I fucked up a couple of times. So I redid it. Used the same song because whatever, I thought it fit. This one is pretty good too. The only problem I have with this one is that it's kind of samey. Like that. This is basically the same combo I used against Ivor. This Darting Claw, Shining Spiral, Swallow Flight, Rending Quake, Spiral Strike, Crescent Flash, Eagle Rage. I mean, it's a good combo, don't get me wrong, but it's not particularly interesting to watch multiple times. I do switch it up there with the Cerberus Strike into Rock Splitter for the OTG effect, which I'm rather fond of. And here I fuck up, use Soul Stoke. I was gonna use Soul Stoke Spin as soon as I landed from Rock Splitter. I'd never actually tried that before, but I figured, hey, it might work. Surprise, it didn't end up working, but I got extremely lucky and Rowan staggered because of the Soul Stoke Spin, and I had a chance to get out of there. Sometimes Leia doesn't do that little hop at the end of Rock Splitter, and that's what put me off. You know, it wouldn't have worked either way because Soulstoke Spin. I hadn't used Soulstoke Spin enough to actually get the reduced wind up time. So it wouldn't have worked either way, so I suppose that was a very, very happy accident, and I'm happy that it ended up working out. Now moving on to Ever Luger. This I know for sure is on a new save file. I'm pretty sure the Leia one was as well. This time I got the Wrist Ring, because I do need to use Freezing Eruption and Magical Destruction to dispatch out the fuckers, trademarks, as quickly as possible. Once the fuckers are dead, Volt himself isn't too bad. He's got a really big hitbox. I mean, by that I mean the hitbox is obvious. He's a big fucking ball. It's pretty hard to miss. This setup I got from Unheard Phantasm. I saw him use something similar in a video, in one of his videos, and I wanted to give it a try. And yeah, it ended up working out. Thanks for that one, man. And that part right there is pretty awkward. I assumed Falling Snow would be part of the power combo, and then it just wasn't. So I kind of panicked when he used Thunderblade there, but you know, it ended up working out.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, Volt isn't all that hard once the fuckers are dead. His attacks are easily dodgeable enough, and you know, it's a pretty easy ride from there. Volt Alvin, this one I had a lot of problems with because I couldn't rely on magical or Freezing Eruption, Magical Destruction. That one right there is the entire reason why this took so long. Killing both of them with one hair trigger it's like Christmas. It's just wonderful. It's everything I could ever ask for. I was really excited for this video when I first released it because Alvin is personally my favorite character in the game. He has been since the first one. So I was eager to show, you know, what I could do, and I think I do a reasonable enough job here, except for this part, Punishing Beam, and then I use Sonic Frost instead of Demon Fang, which was that was a mistake. But you know, I wouldn't have been able to continue to combo anyway since I ran out of AC there, but you know, it would have been nice to actually get the flawless there. Sonic Frost is a safe enough way to engage because it's fast, proc slash, you know, not really a whole lot else to say. I could have used Demon Fang as well, but I wanted to actually get in there because I needed to save, or actually I wanted to save Pulse Shot for later on in the combo. And there, that hitbox right there is kind of wonky, as you can see there with Demon Whip. I was nowhere near. Also switched out Boilermaker for Smash Inferno there for the increased DPS, and also because it's a lot cooler, I think. So yeah, this one, Volt in general is just a battle of attrition. It comes to killing the fuckers quickly and then getting to Volt. I actually had really little practice against Volt with both Alvin and Jude because I so very rarely actually killed both of his minions. Let's talk about Jude while we're actually watching the video, shall we? The background song in this one is a bit interesting. It's a monument song called I the Creator, and the video I snatched it from is of the guitarist playing it for a show at EMG TV, so strangely enough I didn't get a copyright notice, which I was fully expecting to do, but you know, I don't monetize these videos anyway, so I don't really care. I mean, even if I'd gotten a copyright notice, I wouldn't have cared. So yeah, I got rid of the fuckers relatively easy there. Aqua Sweep into Blunt Fang works relatively well because they're weak to water, and Blunt Fang has an increased chance of killing instantly when someone's down. That right there, I accidentally used a forward neutral instead of a you know, regular one, which has the longer wind-up time, so that didn't end up working out quite in my favor, but it's fine because I didn't get hit anyway. Right there I could have forward stepped and used another Blunt Fang, but this was before I knew you could do that, so you know, I probably would have done that differently if I would ever go back to redo this boss, which I probably won't because it's fucking frustrating. I would probably have done that. That part right there I like. I got that from that double aerial neutral into Whirlwind Snap. I saw... the first person I saw do it was Clip. But I mean, obviously people have probably done that before and other people have done it, so I'm not gonna go assume that it's a signature move or anything. I should stop talking. Yeah, that's where I got the inspiration from it. This is a fairly... what's the word I'm looking for? Fairly standard Jude combo as far as my playing style is concerned. A lot of ground-based stuff, because this was before I really felt comfortable picking bosses up into the air. So I'm not sure how Volt functions up in the air. I don't know if he can actually tech out. I don't think he can. I've never seen him do it. At least not to my memory. And here I got extremely lucky. I quick stepped out of the, or front stepped out of the Bolt Strike there. Procced the forward step snap pivot, and then dodged his electric attack once I got there. That would have failed. I just panicked when I got there and backstepped out of just pure instinct, or it was a pure gut reaction, and it ended up working out. But I got extremely lucky with that one. There's a lot I would do different in that video if I'd redo it today. Now, Ivor Luger. This is one of my personal favorites. I'm really going to lower the volume on this one. I know it's a bit louder than most of my other videos. This one is mainly an exercise in using setups. I do, here you can see I do the Bubble Blast, the Stun Blitz, Backstep, Aerial Bubble Blast setup that I'm so fond of, that I used back in Boot Camp. Wanted to integrate that into an actual boss battle, and I figured, hey, might as well throw in another trap in there, so I used Meteoric Waltz as well. And the Sewer Divide to bring him into it.
Yeah, the guard's just unconscious.
There's a reset in there as well. Yeah, I wait for him to land, and then I immediately fire at him with the guns to keep him staggered, switch to swords, and just get into with Falling Snow. I should really switch up my usage of Magical Destruction and Freezing Eruption, because it seems like they always follow one another. I should just use them on their own sometimes. You know, they're a good art statistic at the end of a power combo because they deal truckloads of damage. The hammer's love, the hammer's life. And we've actually already reached the final video. Look at that. I have to increase the volume a bit. Ivor... what boss is this? Oh right, Ivor Jude is kind of fun because Ivor is weak to wind, so you can initiate with Whirlwind Snap pretty much every time. I got lucky, and I think Ivor only teched out of Whirlwind Snap once in this fight. So that was lucky. Raging Blast there didn't knock him down, and I can't tell when it's going to knock down and when it's going to keep him standing, but a front step into L1X is safe enough because it works both times. So I just did that. There I just kind of went derp and did whatever. Ended up working out. Okay, so it wasn't actually a tech, he just didn't stagger because he was in his falling animation there. I'm kind of fond of this video actually. I think my best Jude is probably Chronos still, because it, I think it shows a deeper understanding of the character to some degree. And here's the same thing with Rowan. He gets petrified and I just keep going. Kind of went overboard there with the double Talon Storm, but you know. He ended up dying, it ended up working out, everyone's happy. Went for the Blake Shelton look for Alvin there, because I'm quite into his music. And I think that's probably it, because Hitboxes was uploaded on, or in February. Why do people never say the R in February? Probably because it fucks up the entire word. February. There we go. And I suppose as a sort of addendum, if you're interested in it, we can go through the combo videos, but if you're not interested in that, then this is probably the part where you want to end the video. So yeah, thanks for watching if you're leaving, but if you want to see the combo videos as well, stick around. We're going to see Luger Combo 1, which is one of the first videos I uploaded. This was way back when I was really new to comboing, and this was pretty much the only Luger setup I knew about. It was how Migrant Sparrows will propel people upwards. And doing so on a light enemy allows you to fire off the meteoric walls underneath it and actually have it miss them completely, or have the projectile miss them. And I'm rather fond of just that particular setup. The rest of the combo is give or take. It's one of my first ones, so it's obvious that it's not quite up to par with some of my later stuff. Boot Camp, my first little combo video. Yeah, there's the Bubble Blast setup I was talking about. This part I could have done better. I was gonna go for Jump Cancel Swallow Flight there, but I fucked up. I thought, hey, that'll do. You know, if I ever went back and redid this, which I'm not going to do, by the way, this is in the past, I'm going to move on to new things. That's probably what I would have done differently. This one's a fairly standard, unstable Mind Collapse. I used the Japanese name there. Mind Collapse power swing thingy. Put my own little spin on it with Master Chef there. Hammer Flail into Magical Destruction ends up working because the hammer has a little hitbox on it when the scythe appears, which is pretty useful, and I also think that's the part of the art that has the OTG effect. So that could be pretty useful if you're into that kind of thing. Now, choices that spin the future, my first major video that actually a lot of editing went into. And in hindsight, I'm not very pleased with any other combos besides Albans and Milas, so I'll load the volume a bit again. This Jude one is... Or, sorry, this Luger one is really decent. I like this part. I'm kind of fond of that one. But otherwise I would probably do that differently, but, you know. That was the idea I had at the time, I liked it at the time. My opinions change, of course. This Gaius one is decent enough. Tell you what, I'm probably going to redo this video in its entirety once I reach the endgame part of my second playthrough, because this is on my first still, so I didn't have the extended power time, which means there's a lot less room for extended combos. Obviously, this particular combo adheres to the power combo system, and you don't have to do that. I just wanted to do it because that's the way I played the game at the time. There's obviously a lot of really fantastic combo videos that don't adhere to the power system, and quite honestly, using the power combo system is pretty useless in a combo where the goal is not to deal damage, it's to make an interesting video. This one I kind of like, however, the Nila one. If I ever get to the point where I'm going to remake this one, I'm probably going to include all the characters as well, but you know, let's not promise too much. Kind of fun of it. Basically, this entire idea spawned from when I was listening to the background song on YouTube, because I thought, man, I really want to edit like a combo video or something onto this, and that's sort of where the idea came from. I didn't really have any combo ideas at the time, so I just went for it. Let's go for, there's one more. It's Luger Combo 3, which ended up being called Luger Combo 2. This one isn't very interesting. There's jump cancel there, which is something, I suppose. The main thing was I was experimenting with Winds of Destruction. I just wanted to see if you could integrate Mind Collapse into that, and I think that worked out pretty well. Other than that, though, I think the combo is kind of meh, honestly. Not the greatest. Which is why it's been left in obscurity. Yeah, that's it. Those are all the videos so far. We're gonna go through these the next time. Y.mp4, what's that? I think that's the Tech Out City video. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you around in probably the middle of March doing another one of these videos. Hubert Solo is progressing nicely, if you were wondering. Sort of hitting that point where chaos difficulty starts becoming, you know, legitimately difficult. But I'll power through it. Yeah, see ya later.